Hi, welcome back to the Blind LP of Eagle Eye Mysteries in London. We are now on a case that is apparently known to be difficult, I guess. So, without further ado, let's take on it with Jennifer. Today's partner is Jennifer. Do we get someone on our door? No, we got someone on our phone. Okay. Hello, Stakazi and Jennifer. May I ask a favor? Someone's lost their notebook and I've got to figure out who it is. We have to figure out who lost their notebook. We'd love to help Mr. Grange, but, well, Aunt Miranda is on a big story right now. A priceless Hilliard miniature was stolen from the Victoria and Albert Museum this afternoon, and we were kinda hoping she'd call us in to help investigate. Oh. Well, Jennifer, this notebook's an electronic one, like the one you and Stakazi use. I can't figure it out, and I'm sure the owner needs it very badly. Please come meet me at the British Museum. I'm in the curator's office. Yeah, Aunt Miranda can wait. Well, okay, Mr. Grange, we'll be right over. Bye. Hey, Stakazi, let's write a note to Jake to let him know we're on a case. He was hoping to be back soon. Dear Jake. Oh, sorry, it's her. Dear Jake, we're on a case for Mr. Grange. Cause if Aunt Miranda needs any help, you can watch my movie videos while we're gone. Try Forgotten Planet. You'll like that one. Jen and Stakazi. What, do you both not watch movies together? Okay, fine, I guess. You have your individual lives. That's Mr. Grange, and that must be the electronic notebook he was talking about. I forgot to wait for the music to stop. It looks like a neat one, but not as unspeakably cool as our notebook, Travis, of course. That, I will talk to him first. This morning I had 3 very distinguished American professors come to visit me. They were all carrying notebooks like this one here. We had a delightful chat and then they went on to the Victoria and Albert Museum. And one of them left a notebook behind? Actually, no. The Ritz Hotel had it sent around after them. The chap there said someone had found a notebook and he knew that the professors had come to see me today. Why can't you keep it there? You should have just kept it there. I said I would try to return the notebook to the professor who lost it. We must hurry because they each are going to leave Britain tonight. Oh, so they're not coming back to the hotel. I see. Mr. Chrysler is flying to Argentina, Mr. Randall is sailing for Sweden, and Miss Phelps is taking the ferry to France. If I could figure out whose notebook it is, I would know whether to send it to the airport or to the docks or to the ferry landing before the professor who owns it leaves the country, okay? Who are these professors exactly? And if they all had electronic notebooks just like this one, who left one at the Ritz early this morning? Okay, that's weird. They left a little brochure from their university here. It will have some background on each of them. It's over by the computer on my desk. I definitely remember that all 3 had a notebook just like this one. Mr. Chrysler said they were helping a friend test out a new model of a laptop computer. You can't buy it yet in the stores, so those 3 are the only ones in existence. Oh no. But here we have a 4th notebook. How weird. Yeah. It is strange. Oh well, maybe a clue inside the notebook will reveal who the owner is. I tried to use it, but I don't know how to work the infernal machine. Well, I do. Travis is way better than this, not to brag or anything. Man, it's even hard to find the on-off switch. I get it. You press Authority N for notes, and... Authority N? I'm looking at my keyboard right now. I don't see any Authority N. The only thing I can think of is either alternate N, Control N, or Shift N. It's probably Control N, I don't know. And the text comes up. Whoever owned this made only a few entries, all of them dated yesterday. Here, I'll read them. The first one reads, I have never seen such an awesome palace. The mural by Vario... Oh no, we have to trace back the steps. By Vario above the stairs in the entrance hall is spectacular. There is nothing quite like it in Wyoming? I don't take my word for the pronunciation. Here's another one. Towers huge, walls impossibly thick. From on top you feel you command the River Avon and everything you see, I think. The whole thing is in remarkably good shape. Did you catch that, Sakaze? It says, you command everything you've seen. You see, maybe? Oh, it is not a mistake. It was on purpose, okay? Rather than everything you see. Whoever wrote that doesn't know English too well. This one says, peaceful, lovely. I can see how it might inspire the bard to write great works, but it just bores the daylights out of me, especially considering how exciting tomorrow will be. Next it says, my companion is droning on about the psychology of this place and what motivated people to build this famous stone circle. He's dull, okay, that's the Stonehenge, but I'm thrilled to finally see this ancient construction. So she or he is with somebody who is good in psychology? Ding. Or interested at least. Here's the last entry. It was made late last night. Hasta la vista, computer. That's so weird, Sakaze. It doesn't seem like we have much to go on, does it? Maybe Jake could help us figure out what these mean. Oh. Oh my. A flyer from Williams University in Wyoming is lying on Mr. Grange's desk. It tells a little bit about the university and has snapshots of some of their top professors. Can we see? Mr. Chrysler maybe is a professor of architecture. Aha! Mr. Randall is a professor of psychology, so it might not be Mr. Randall. Maybe he's somebody who's with Mr. Randall. Miss Phelps is a professor of English. Alright, I think we have a lot of places to go to, maybe. Oh? Not as much as I thought. Okay, let's drop by Ritz Hotel. Oh, there's somebody there. Cecil Grange said the notebook was actually found here at the Ritz Hotel. Let's see if we can talk to the people who found it. But the last entry said hasta la vista, so that means the person abandoned it on purpose, maybe? Hey, dearie, 'twas I who found the thingamajig. Stuffed into her whole rubbish bin it was, amidst the tatters of yesterday's London Times. What's all this? Says I, when I feel it drop from the can. Someone can be intending to pitch this out, I tell myself. So I fishes it out and dusts it off and pops it down to Mr. Eric here. It's Eric. One of the guests pitched it by mistake, I tells him. That was a super find, Mrs. Plum. Do you have any idea who might have thrown out the electronic notebook? No, dearie. Now I best be getting back about me business. You'd never believe how many rooms I've got left to tidy up. Okay. Mrs. Plum found the notebook in one of the upstairs rubbish bins. I recognized it as belonging to one of the American guests. Each of them had one of these fancy electronic notebooks. One of them even gave a demonstration to some of our guests in the lobby. He had a demonstration model, a hollowed-out version of the real thing and that he let people handle. I'm afraid he meant to pitch that one out, but mistakenly tossed out his real working model instead. I mean, that's possible. The Americans had all planned to visit Mr. Grange at the British Museum today, so I rang him up. Unfortunately, they'd already left his office, but he agreed to find the little computer's owner, so I sent it right over. Mr. Herrick, can you tell us anything about the 3 American professors? We're trying to figure out which one the notebook belonged to. Well, let me see. They all arrived together the night before last. Yesterday, I believe they went out sightseeing together all day. They asked directions to the train station. Oh no! It's the train station. They each checked out this morning, leaving no forwarding addresses. Do you have any idea where they were going today? They mentioned the Victoria and Albert Museum, I believe. I heard them ring Mr. Grange, and they also called other people. Then they planned to go their separate ways. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. Did they by any chance return to the hotel after they checked out? Oh no, I was watching for them. If they had, I could have given them back their little computer. Okay. Oh, is Jake back? He is. Is he watching the movie? My song. Hey Jake, we've got to return an electronic notebook to its owner. We know it belongs to one of 3 college professors from the US, Mr. Chrysler, Mr. Randall, or Miss Phelps. It looks like one of them accidentally threw it out and kept the demonstration model by mistake. They went sightseeing yesterday, and the notes in this electronic notebook describe some of the places they went. If we can figure out where they went, we can follow in their footsteps and maybe turn up some more clues. Speaking of clues, have you heard anything from Aunt Miranda? Have they found the missing Hilliard miniature yet? Aunt Miranda called from Victoria and Albert Museum. The police have it sealed off while they hunt for the miniature. No, but oh no, it's been sealed off. Nobody's got any clues. Scotland Yard is in a panic. Every inspector is on the case. Aunt Miranda thinks the thief got away. Hey Jake, what exactly is a miniature? I thought the word just meant something small. Aunt Miranda told me a miniature was a tiny painting originally. Before there were photographs, people would have artists paint their portraits really small so that the people who they loved could carry them around. Oh, cool. Nicholas Hilliard is famous as one of the best painters of miniatures. His portraits are really accurate and detailed, and they're only a few inches tall. Okay, now we need to figure out these notes so we know where you guys should go next. Why don't we call Mr. Sneed to help us? Oh no. I hope he's in a good mood today. He knows a lot about England. Do you think he'd mind? He can be pretty testy sometimes. Well, okay, but you make the call, Jake. Go on, Jake. British Library, Mr. Sneed here. What is it? Hi, Mr. Sneed. I'm in good day, sir. It's Jake Eagle. Listen, some American professors left us some notes about where they were going in England, and we will need your help to figure them out. Could you help us out, please? I suppose, as long as we don't take all day. Now, what do the notes say? The first note mentions an awesome palace and an entrance hall. I think maybe they mean Windsor Palace. What do you think? Well, we have many awesome palaces here in England, but the mural by Verrio most likely refers to Hampton Court. Verrio did the artwork for the entrance hall. It's marvelous. Hampton Court, great. Quite right, sir. Now, the second note talks about huge towers and thick walls in remarkably good shape. I think they mean a castle, and it overlooks the River Avon. Aha! I would guess that the note was written on the battlements of Warwick Castle. From the tops of the towers, one looks right down on the River Avon, the town of Warwick, and the countryside all around. I didn't know we had his phone number. Warwick Castle. Excellent, sir. The next note talks about a place lovely enough to inspire the bard. Wait, the bard is like William Shakespeare's nickname. So the note is probably is talking about. Stop guessing, Jake. Stop guessing. Just let Mr. Sneed answer. Mr. William Shakespeare's birthplace in Stratford-upon-Avon. It's quite a peaceful place at times, with a lovely garden. Glad I could help out with your little quest, Jake, but I must be going. A librarian's work never ends. Goodbye. He hung up. Never mind, Jake. I think we know where the last note was written. The famous stone circle has got to be Stonehenge. England has many stone circles, but Stonehenge is by far the most famous. Yeah. There's a lot of places to go. It's the train station. Oh no. Alright. Oh, there's so much place. What is in Salisbury? Oh wait, hang on. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. The professors went to sightsee in 4 different places. Boy, am I glad I brought along my book, Ivanhoe. I think I'm going to get a lot of reading done today. Which place do you think will give us the best clues? Pick that one and let's go there first. I guess we can go to anyone. Hampton Court then. Our shortest train trip is to Hampton Court. It's only a little ways outside of London. Alright. Stakazi, I had forgotten just how awesome this place is. And the entrance hall is extreme, just like the notebook said. I'm sure we are on the trail of the three professors. It's quite crowded in here. Yes, I remember the three Americans quite distinctly. 2 men and a woman. Cultured and well-spoken for the most part, not like your typical tourist who growls about the prices and can never locate the loo no matter how many signs we put up. They had a decent itinerary too. That means they had planned some excellent stops on their holiday. Yesterday they saw Hampton Court and Warwick Castle, I remember. Today they were going to the British Museum and the Victoria Albert Museum. Oh, they went to the British Museum. They said they came from some beastly part of America, Arizona or some such desolate place. They had quaint little computers and were forever jotting notes on them. Well, one of them left a computer behind at the Ritz Hotel, Mrs. Prestwick, and we are trying to figure out which one it was. Maybe if you hear what they said about Hampton Court, you'll know which one wrote it. Possibly. Go ahead and read me what he or she wrote. I've never seen such an awesome palace. The mural by Vario above the stairs in the entrance hall is spectacular. There is nothing quite like it in Wyoming. Not very poetic, is it? I'm sorry, but any one of the three could have written that about Hampton Court. Very not useful. Let's go to the Stonehenge. Here we go, Stakaze. Us and probably a zillion other tourists on their merry way to Stonehenge on the Salisbury Plain. I'll bet you the architecture professor Mr. Chrysler wanted to visit Stonehenge architecture. Architecture is all about people building things, and Stonehenge is one of the most famous structures ever built. This must be the famous stone circle mentioned in the notebook. Let's see if there's anyone here who might remember seeing the 3 American professors yesterday. Professor Mayton, we have a question about professors. One of the things that professors do is answer questions, so also we're interested in 3 American professors that visited Stonehenge yesterday. One studies architecture, another one studies psychology, and the third is a professor of English. Well, architecture is the study of the structures that people build. Architects are interested in both the art and the science of buildings. Not only build big buildings like skyscrapers, but also little buildings like homes. Psychology is the study of the human mind and how it works. Psychologists are interested in the things people do and why they do them. That's called motivation. Why did people build Stonehenge, for example? No one really knows. And an English professor studies the English language and how it communicates. English professors are interested not only in the rules of language like grammar and spelling, but also in seeing how the language changes over time. English professors often study the writing of famous authors to see how they use the English language to communicate their ideas. And many English professors teach classes in how to write in English. I myself am a professor of ancient history, and now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my research. How about you? Have you seen? Why, yes, I remember the 3 Americans. They all had little computer thingamabobs, rather like yours, in fact. Did they all take notes with their little computers? Oh yes, I believe so. One of the men took quite a lot of notes. The whole place fascinated him. I'm afraid that's all I remember about them. I feel like I know who it might be, unless there's a twist about to happen. I don't know. I bet the English professor, Miss Phelps, insisted that they go to Shakespeare's garden. Shakespeare's like the superhero of the English language. Off to Stratford-upon-Avon, the birthplace of the great playwright William Shakespeare. Who's that? Holy smokes, Takaze! Isn't that Inspector Blodgers all dressed up like a tourist? Somehow I don't think he's here on holiday. Let's find out what's up. Okay. Why, Jennifer and Takaze, good to see you. Having a good holiday? Good. Now if you'll excuse me. Gee, we were surprised to find you here, Inspector. We thought for sure you'd be back in London investigating the theft of the rare Hilliard miniature from the Victoria and Albert Museum. Hush! Please be quiet. You ruin everything. We have evidence that the thief, a suspect was here yesterday. It's very important that I investigate in secret, so please move along. Move along. No problemo, Inspector. Sorry, see you later. But how about that, Stakaze? It sounds like the thief of the Hilliard miniature was in this garden yesterday. I wonder if the professor saw her or him. Well, I wonder if it's related to this case. It might be, probably. It might be. Hooray! We're off to Warwick Castle. I just love that place. This one. Okay. Maybe if we take a look around the castle, we can tell for sure if it's the same place that was described in the notebook. Like up there. Phew! That's quite a climb. Over 500 steps from the bottom all the way to the top, but the view really is wild. Now that we're here, let's compare what we see with what's written in the notebook. It says, towers, huge, walls, impossibly thick. Yep, we've just seen that. From on top, you feel like you command everything you've seen. There's that bad grammar again. But it's true, from up here you do feel like you command everything you see. To live in a castle like this, that must have really been something. Okay. Hello, children. Would you like a tour about the castle? We just have a few questions, Miss Mardy. Do you know if 3 American professors visited this castle yesterday? I'm afraid I cannot tell you. Yesterday was my day off. But why would you want to know? What kind of professors were they? One of them, Mr. Chrysler, is a professor of architecture, Mr. Randall is a professor of psychology, and Miss Phelps is an English professor. She studies the English language. She's actually an American. One of them left an electronic notebook behind at the Ritz Hotel, Miss Mardy. We're trying to figure out which one it was so we can return the notebook to him or her. Whoever owned the notebook wrote something in it about a castle. They said it was in remarkably good shape. Is that true of Warwick Castle? Yes, indeed. Most castles have fallen into ruin because at some point their owners couldn't afford the tremendous cost of keeping them in repair. But this castle actually had people living in it not all that long ago. Nowadays, Warwick Castle is kept in repair as a tourist attraction and is a precious piece of Britain's cultural heritage. Okay. We finished all. Do we get to go to the British Museum? No, we don't. Oh, we're done? Oh, no. Oh, we're done. Oh, no. Okay, hang on. Always check the possible people. When the professors visited Cecil Grange, all 3 were carrying identical electronic notebooks, a kind that's not yet available in stores. When the 3 okay. Oh dear, I don't remember which one is which. Oh, is it the psychology? I think it's the psychology, okay. My guess, alright, is that someone who's not very good in English, so she's out, and someone who's not the psychology person. So I think it's Professor Chrysler. So we'll have to pick clues that leads us to that. So let's find the one with English. Right. Okay, so we're gonna get that out first. So doesn't write English that well. Okay, so yeah, we need this. And then we need the psychology. My companion is droning on about the psychology of this place. Yeah. So his doll. Okay. Then oh no, I don't know what else I should do. For some reason, Inspector Blodgett think the thief who stole. Miss Phelps, the English professor, probably insisted that the professors. Mr. One, he says that they all use their electronic notebooks. One man used maybe this. No! Okay, hang on. Hi everybody. Well, since the next part takes me about 2 to 3 hours until I reached the solution, To save your precious time, I've decided to chronicle what I did next as a digest. So here goes. Step 1. Try 100 different patterns to solve it. Is it we have to solve the Hilliard miniature? This and this. No! Okay, I can see how this might be difficult for people. What do you want from me? How about we just focus on Mr. Chrysler then? Wow, this is difficult, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is no joke. Oh, this is no joke. It's like I know, but I don't know what hints they want from me. I am not kidding you, I've been at this for a while. Step 2. Break the game accidentally by trying too many times. Okay. He got bored by it though. Peaceful, lovely. Then he planned to visit. The game just broke on me. The game just broke on me. Do you see that? What is that? What do you want me to do with this? I've never seen such an awesome palace. You know what? Let's just take everything. All the notebooks. You know what? I think this case is broken. That's why nobody can solve it. It's just a broken case. It's broke. It broke. This is a broke case. It's broken. It's broken. It is broken. Look at it. It's broken. It is broken. It's just broke. It's a broke case. This case is bugged. It's broke. You can't solve this case. Step 3. Try to search online for a walkthrough which apparently does not exist. Step 4. Try to open the game file, hoping I'd understand why I can't solve it, or to hopefully find a solution to it, like, you know, the answers. But nope. And the last step, somehow stumble across the correct answer. Why not we pick up everybody but him? Psychology, study human mind. My companion is droning on about the psychology. Okay. We have one, another, the Yusin. Okay. The last notebook entry reads Hasta la vista computer. The notebook belongs to one of the 3 people. Are you kidding me? I have discovered the answer. Hang on, let me put my headphones on. I thought this game was bugged. I found the answer. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. Professor Chrysler.
You got it!
I'm shocked. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. I had to close my window because I was just trying out my luck with the answers. So let me just continue here. You got it, Stakaze. The notebook belonged to Mr. Chrysler. He's the one who stole the Hilliard miniature. Mr. Grange told us the professors all studied different things. One studied architecture, one studied psychology, and one was an expert on the English language. When we saw a grammatical error in the notebook, we knew it didn't belong to the English professor. She spent most of her life learning how to use spelling, grammar, and punctuation correctly to write clearly and well. One entry made fun of a companion who talked endlessly about the motivations of the people who built Stonehenge. Psychology is the science that studies human behavior, including motivation, so Professor Randall was the thief's companion, not the thief himself, right? That only leaves one professor, Professor Chrysler, so he must be the one who stole the Hilliard miniature and almost got away with it. Tipped off by eagle-eye investigators Starkaze Gamer and Jennifer Eagle, Scotland Yard seized Mr. Gareth Chrysler today as he boarded a plane for Argentina with a stolen Hilliard miniature. The young detectives. All day we ate, and what is that? Shocked for food, okay. Applauded the honesty of Mrs. Plum of the Ritz Hotel, who turned in Chrysler's discarded computer notebook. If she had just kept the notebook for herself instead of turning it in, Jennifer Eagle said, Starkaze and I couldn't have used it to solve the crime. Yes, goodbye to this case, goodbye. I seriously thought that there was a bug and it couldn't be solved because there was a bug, but apparently I don't know, that must be the only that's the only option to answer. Apparently. Exactly those 5 answers. Which I need to check back because I can't remember anymore. I just had literally combined so many things that I can't remember what was my train of thoughts anymore. There were too many things to think about. So apparently, that's how you solve this case. I figured it out. Congratulations, we now have an answer for this case. That's amazing. We all learned something from this. So until the next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.